Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 24th ranked team, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Mountaineers offense is up first today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble. With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the Sox were able to bring him down quickly. So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Can he take it all the way? It's a game-changer, the pick and the big return.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. Quarterback drops back in the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Pressure is coming. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that 1st and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on 3rd down.
Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. It's picked up. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Past the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll run it here. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. The single back takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Pitch to the back. Finding space at the 20. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Handoff from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the Cougars hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Cougars trying to cash in here in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Looking to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Remember, he had one blocked earlier in the game. And this one is right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. He scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Running back has it on the screen now. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. The Mountaineers line up on 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the completion made. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. 1st down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Still no answer for this offense. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. They go up 18 after the PAT. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot in the final play of the opening quarter. So it's West Virginia in front, Kurt. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the 1st quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little.
Touchdown, West Virginia. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered that. That's one of the toughest things to do, is to recover that onside kick. But perfect timing here. That ball went up into the air, and the kicking unit got on top of it.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Mountaineers looking to run some tempo here. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Receiver makes the grab. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
He'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Mountaineers will look to convert here on fourth down. We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Christina. Over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, and he can't come up with a catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's picked off in the end zone. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Incompletion makes it second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Cougars looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And the back now goes in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
A risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. The defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. On the run here. Let's it go. Complete to the running back on this fourth down play. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
This is a beautiful route here by the receiver. He works on the right side, comes all the way over on that deep over route to find that opening. Quarterback puts it right on the money for a beautiful touchdown.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He slings this one deep down the left side. Catch made inside the 10. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense setting up for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Mountaineers are in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, looking for his back. And it's intercepted, deflected at the line of scrimmage. And he's got some open field ahead. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, BYU.
Man, the key there is the defender gets his hands on the football, just knocks it up in the air. At that point, it's a free ball. Anybody can get it. But the concentration to come down with the interception and then the speed to be able to take it into the end zone. Just great focus and concentration.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the beatdown continues. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. And there's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. And the Cougars come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown for Brigham Young. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He steps out at the 22. That's where the drive will begin. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Second down after that previous play. QB decides to keep it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Mountaineers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team. Well, the coverage team must have missed the fair catch signal, but the referees did not. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, BYU. Made the defense look slow that time.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the returner is brought down. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They give it to the big fullback here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. They'll try and run it with the fullback. In the clear at the 25. Hurdles the defender. What hops? And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
And here comes a deep shot. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. So it's West Virginia in front, Kurt. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Gives it to the back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the route is on.
Chris, you talking about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here.
Well, how about that? Man, you don't see that happen hardly ever with an onside kick coming up exactly the way it is drawn. Great execution on this one. Let's see what they can do with this extra possession now.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They're going to run the option. Off target and incomplete.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring it down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. He grabs it inside the 20. Touchdown, West Virginia. To stretch the lead, the route is on. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped with the conference championship on the line he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown. Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Defense is coming after him. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made down inside the 10.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. And he drops back in the gun. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Brigham Young. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on a conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball. And I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
Coverage team brings down the returner. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's first and goal at the 3. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And the Mountaineers will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Now here comes the bunch formation. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. BYU getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. He'll try a pass here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Touchdown, BYU. This offense is still clicking.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
They're set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down play coming up for this offense. They feed the fullback this time. Tackle, but first down.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. Fighting off the defender. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught. Completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, his defense cannot find any way to slow this guy down. He's been making plays like this all game long, over 100 yards receiving on the day now.
Trying to extend the play. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. This has been a monumental mismatch. A beatdown for the... This one ends up a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from... Even worse, they seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas, it'll be over soon.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. The defense still has 2 timeouts remaining here. Let's see if they decide to use them. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. And the Mountaineers line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. What an amazing run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.